Good morning, Johnny. We're back.
How you doing? You
Hi.
good?
Yeah, everything's
Yeah,
fine
likewise.
here. Some political action going on with regard to the T word.
Who, what was that about? What have you heard about? There's something going on? Yeah, yeah. So anyway, so there's but we're everyone's going to have to order really fast to get in ahead of all of this. What can we do?
Anyway, sweeping over
Anyway,
that, pushing it under the rug for now, let's talk about the new products that you can get fast before the T's come in. Um,
yeah,
so, Johnny, well done for meeting with me so fast after our last one.
yeah. We've got a big backlog. We've got tons. So I've gathered up some stuff. We had a meeting with the sales guys this week to just say some of the stuff which is hot off the press. Got that in front of me here. And there's a whole lot of other stuff that we've got to do before that. But yeah, so we're ready to go.
Okay, great. Let's get going. I'm ready to set the timer, and we are off.
Hey, so right, where do we start? Right, let's looking here. We've got a bit of a range here that we're building actually. So we're going to start. I'm going to go from my left to right because why not? So here we have a starter motor. This is the starter motor that was fitted from around about 1992 all the way up to 2003. It is on the SZ series, so that's Azur's Silver Spirits. And this is the 2-bolt starter. There's actually two types of 2-bolt starter. There's one which has a slightly different angle. We're working on the second type. This is the first of those. We are going to have a full range of uprated geared starters for all the V8s within the next, including Arnage. All of that should be within the next month or so, but that's the first one through. Here we've got a couple of interesting ones. So these are actually, they look like dynamos. So this one will be fitted to Mark 6 or early Silver Dawn. It's the equivalent to the C45 Lucas dynamo, but it's not a dynamo, it's an alternator. It's an alternator masquerading as a dynamo, so it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. So it looks just like the original, but it's all got a modern upgrade. This one here is you can use this one. This one is the equivalent of the C47 and the C48 dynamo. So either of those, a C47 or a C48, can be replaced by this dynamo for the Silver Cloud 2, 3, and very early Silver Shadow.
Okay.
Really nice. What else have we got? What's this tiny little baby here? What's that? That's a brake pad shim. It's a brake pad shim for performance brake cars. Now, cars in the late 90s and early 2000s, there were cars that were fitted with a 340 millimeter brake rotor or disc, depending which side of the pond you are. And they all had a bit of a problem with brake squeal. Not all of them, some of them. Some of them squeal. So this is a little anti-squeal shim. So if you've got performance brake car and your brakes are squealing, particularly you're coming up to the traffic lights and you get this noise, this horrible noise, fit those. That really helps. Should sort that out. Nice
Nice.
little baby there. That's just come in. What else? Anyone who's got a Silver Shadow probably recognize that. That is the little central door locking knob, and they all snap. And they're a fortune from Bentley Motors. So we've got that done now. That's going to be a lot cheaper from us. They all snap. That's a reinforced plastic. That is not going to snap.
Nice.
We have expansion tank caps.
Hold it up.
So these are versions that we've done. So the Bentley had special caps. This cap design is actually common to other vehicles, but you'll see on it the pressure is there. That's 0.7 bar, and that's 1.6 bar. This is fitted to the charge cooler, and this one is fitted on the coolant expansion tank. They've got different pressures. The problem is that the Bentley versions have their own special pressure, so you can't buy a BMW one to fit on the Bentley. It won't work because it's got the wrong pressures. So it's the right ones for the Bentley there. This here is an Arnage. So these are for the Arnage series. This is also an Arnage series. This is a traction control cable, and I know because we have a red label, and the traction control cables fray, fall apart, and suddenly you've got a warning light on your dashboard. And this, we've just produced that. This is one that we used to do, but we've actually changed, we've upgraded this. This is a fuel filler hose for the Silver Cloud series. And we had a comment from a customer said, your ones are just, they're okay, but they're just too stiff.
Okay.
And so we remanufactured them, made them in a higher volume, reduced the price, made them better. Bob's your uncle.
Great. Oh my gosh.
There you go.
John, you're within time.
Okay, I've got something else.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
I know what that is. That's a bumper.
No, right. What's it made of?
Yeah.
Yeah, made of plastic. This is actually a 3D printed model. We printed this in-house because we're actually currently running the tool on this. We've repatriated the tool to the UK. We're now running these again in the UK, and this is actually a 3D model that we've printed.
Definitely finished though.
I'll carry on quickly.
I want to know about it.
So we're just working on the fit of these, and I just thought that was kind of cool. So we can basically fitting these to a bumper, so we know that when we send the 3D model away for the laser cutting of the press tools, that the 3D model that we're using is right, and you get the bumpers in the right attitude, it's got the right gaps, all of that kind of stuff. So if we need to check it, if we want to make changes, we just change the model, print it, fit it together on a bumper. Does it work? Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. That's what we're doing. So I thought I'd put that there. They should be. I'm hoping to get those finished in the next month or two, and I'll bring them on this to this platform when that's finished. There you go.
Well done. That was the quickest one you've done. So we're obviously getting pro at this. Everything there is available now.
Everything's available now.
Okay, great. And can we do the part number test?
Yeah, sure. Okay. All right. UE 73026, RD 3006, UD 4341, CD 6887.01, that's our version, UD 16703, PG 108258, that's the 0.7 bar one, PG 57616, PA, or it might be PD, PF 56652 PA, and this one's easy because I've written on it UR431.
But you didn't look, so still impressive. So impressive. Well done, Johnny. That was amazing.
All right.
See you really soon again, a couple of weeks, yeah?
All right, indeed. All right.
Thanks, Johnny. Bye.
Bye.